Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Caves of Qud. So last time we left off, we were just about to go get the rest of the red wire for our little quest for our tinkerer friend down here. It's a really easy quest, so I think I'm just going to go complete it real fast. And I'll be back. If something interesting happens, I'll show you, but for the most part, it should take like 10 minutes. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. So, quick aside, one nice thing we just found was a feathered leather cap. And this might not seem that great, but on a pure melee character, birds are incredibly hard for you to kill because you can't hit something in melee while they're flying. So the more reputation you can have with flying creatures early on, before we get like a good rifle and some skill, probably the better off you would be if they don't like you. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. Okay, so we just completed... Well, we're about to just complete the red wire quest, which will take us to Gritgate next. But I was thinking we need to make some upgrades to our character, right? We've gotten quite a bit of... Oh, we got level 11 too. We got quite a bit of money, and we have a lot of trade goods. So now would be a good time to go back to the stilt and potentially look for some better equipment, maybe... a few injectors, not for ourselves, but to use against enemies. Maybe a better range weapon. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the stilt, see what I can find, and I will show you what I find in a moment. Don't forget to share your secrets so that you can get free XP. And of course, always give your books to the library. Sorry if my screen just looked weird, it does that when you alt tab. But yeah, make sure you give your books to the librarian so that you get free XP here as well. And one of those yellow books that we had actually just gave us 3600 XP, so we hit level 12, which is pretty sick. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that. Just as a quick FYI, the farmers here will sell goods depending on what type of animals they're raising. These are little electric snails, and you can actually get a helmet from the farmers here. Electric snail shell. I'm not going to buy it because it's 90 water, but, it's an option for you, especially if you have high ego. Back to exploring those shops. Ooh, an armor shop. Speak of the devil. Let's see if they got anything good. Okay, come here. Come here, sir. Oh, he's going to sleep. No, come back. Alright, we're going to wake him up. Alright. Wake. Hello, sir. I need to see your wares. I will wake you from sleep. Alright. There we go. Ooh, hello. That's super nice. Unfortunately, we don't have 5,000 water. We might come back in the future for that. Back to shopping. So this little miner thing just murdered one of the people running around. I guess they weren't friends. So we're going to take their loot. 2 rubber gum injectors that we'll take. What else you got? Looks like one of the armors actually, so we'll take this musket. Probably take this wrist warmer. You can see it gives you 8 cold resistance, which will be pretty useful in certain places. And you can see what this does now. It gives you -1 to hit, 2 armor, but also 200 reputation with mollusks. We're not going to use it, because we don't really have reduced accuracy, but, is what it is. And we might actually start buying some food, because at some point I'd really like to invest more into cooking, because you can get some insane buffs with cooking. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So I don't know what's going on in this area, but people are just fighting left and right, and we are just getting loot like crazy. So we're gonna take all of this water. Probably take this desert rifle because it's better than the musket we just picked up. You can see these guys are fighting. Don't know why. It works out for us. So let's unequip this. We'll now sell. And we need to find someone who sells ammo. We don't really have any. Oh wow, that guy lost to the snow. Sappy, salty, that looks like a charged bow. What is this? An HE missile. Oh my god. Okay. Take that. Oh, electro bow, not a charge bow. We'll sell that. We'll take the ammo. Yeah, so this doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it can be pretty profitable for you. Yeah, everybody's just going crazy over here. The factions generated hating each other, so how it goes. And I don't know if this guy is asleep or if he died somewhere and I haven't found him, but I have yet to see the shopkeeper come back for this gun store. So let's continue on, I guess. Unless that's him, but I think that's still the armorer. Yeah, he just went back to sleep. Guess we could see what else is going to be over here. Who is this, actually? Just a regular pilgrim. So we got a lot more artifacts. So much junk. Carbine, another upgrade in my opinion. But now we're carrying too much to move. So let's just drop some of this junk. Yeah, so carbines, they give you 3 shots, which is really nice. It'll go through your ammo pretty quickly, but it's pretty good. Especially against scary enemies. I want to drop this musket. It's not worth that much, especially with such low ego. Ouch. Am I being attacked? Oh, I see. Because these were summoned, they're automatically hostile to us. Nice. The water skin leaks. Oh, we got 2 more HE missiles. Oh my god. These are broken, so we're not gonna mess with those. Wait, do I have broken water skins? This is rusted, so I'll drop that. No, I guess it's just giving us messages for things happening on the screen. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. That's interesting. Oh, here's someone's dead body. I think this may have... No? Ooh, that's nice. Too bad we're not spec'd for longsword. Carbide weapons are pretty sweet. Okay. Well, if I see anything else interesting happening, I'll let you know. So the chefs in this game, we just found a chef shop. They sell little cookbooks where you can get recipes. So I think we're going to trade a bunch of our trade goods and buy that cookbook. Sometimes you can find some really amazing recipes. We'll probably get junk, but, you know, it's worth the money in my opinion. And I could be mistaken about this, but I believe that you can cook recipes after you learn them without taking any of the cooking skill line. We'll have to double check that. But yeah, actually get some money from all of our trade goods, even though we have low ego. A big part of that's the nuggets. Copper nuggets, silver nuggets, things like that have a set price that aren't affected by your ego. So that's a pretty nice option for characters that have issues. Let's reload this rifle real quick. And let's give this a read. Yuckwheat meat lot. I don't know how to say that. I should probably look it up. Crab jerky, fermented yuckwheat sim. Every you drop below 28% HP, you're cured of an incubating disease. That's actually really good. If we get any kind of fungal rot, we could like throw a grenade at ourselves to hurt ourselves and get rid of it. Okay, 100% natural healing rate, which would stack on top of all of our regen. So actually this book's looking pretty good for us, despite what I said. Cider salt, some quickness, not that great. We're already pretty quick. And this one's interesting. You get 30 to 40% extra max HP for 1 hour whenever you use an injector. But we are allergic to injectors, so that's kind of like a risky maneuver for emergencies, I guess. Either way, some nice recipes. And we can actually give that book to the library now. Not for too much XP, but a little bit. Let's keep going. There weren't many shops there. The only one on that screen was literally the chef. Here's a hookah bar. Not sure what this is. Finger coats. Gloves. Anything good? The Alistarn gloves are nice. Ooh, what are these? Tempted to buy them. Tempted to buy them. That would be all of our money, though. So yeah, maybe we should wait till we get a little bit more ego. You can see we bought this for like 220 water, and we can only sell it for 16. It's so rough having... Well, we're level 12 now, right? So what are our stats? 20, 20, 34, 12, 18, and 14. So our ego's getting there. I could continue to increase these mutations, but right now I really want to get a new mutation. But we may as well increase our skill points. And you can see, when your intelligence goes up, you retroactively get a fair amount of skill points. Let's see, I don't know if we can take anything. Yeah, we need 15 intelligence for anything from the cooking line. So that's out of the question. Charging strike, automatic daze, that seems really good. But we may want to invest in some more defense. We're going to be going into areas that have poison relatively soon. So I think we'll go ahead and take this. Poison tolerance is really nice. Did I not take it? What did I buy? Oh, I just bought the base endurance. I see. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's unfortunately all of our skill points, but I think it's pretty needed for what's coming. And out in the world, it's probably a little bit safer. Let's go over here to this gun shop. Pick up some ammo. Luckily, this merchant's actually here. There we go. Lots of lead slugs. Looks like some type of handgun. And that's about it. Thank you, thank you. And I think that's about it for this screen, unfortunately. Not getting too many shops generated. But it could be worse. Hello, sir. He's a bookbinder. If we were an Esper, we could do some hilarious things with this guy, but we're not, so... Mostly, we won't do anything with him. Although at some point, we could make a cloning draught. Clone the bookbinder, take him out into the desert, and slay him for a bunch of books. But I don't think we'll do that. That's kind of exploity. Hats and caps. Show me something good. Skull cap, crimson hood. This is actually pretty good. And it's cheap enough that we could justify buying it. So I think we will. And this is rusted, and I can't identify it without investing more into mutations anyways, so I want to sell it because I just want to see what it is. Okay. Oh, it doesn't identify it when you sell it. Never mind. This is not a different game. So we'll just hold on to that cap, and in case you want to see what's from this, you get 25 cold resistance, which is really good. If we go to our character sheet, actually, you can see that we have 45 cold resistance now, which is pretty nice. There was another food store, but hey, a Dromad caravan. Hello. Where? Oh, way over here. I see. Can't see it because of this little thing. I don't know where to put this. Maybe I should make it smaller. Can I do that? Not sure. If you can, I'm not figuring out how to do it. Okay. Let's just... I guess we'll just stick it down here. Who cares? So there is a Dromad caravan, and they're all running west for some reason. Are they about to fight? Or are they just coming over here? No, they're leaving. What in the world? That was weird. Which one of these guys is the right one? Dromad merchant. Okay, it's the one right above us. So let's talk to him. See what he has. Oh, Zetachrome. Oh wow, there's a lot of really nice stuff from this guy. This flawless cry still. It's so expensive. Okay, but let's remember that this guy is here. So we want to come back and get all of that at some point. If we want to be an evil bastard at some point when we're much, much stronger, we could fight the caravan. Don't know if we want to do that though. Crocusins, we don't care too much about reptiles. Okay, I think this is another glove store. And the merchant's gone. Probably went to sleep. That's okay. We don't really need gloves. And at least not the ones he'd be selling. Oh man, that Dromite caravan though. What a nice high-level caravan to just spawn right here in the stilt. Ah, okay, this is a pretty cool store. If we were a Truekin, this is where you could buy a bunch of upgrades. Oh no, it's not. It's a Tinkerer. I lied to you. They look pretty similar. Sometimes, very rarely, there are shops that'll generate with license points for Truekin. Dead useful. You can get like robotic arms, you know, like temperature regulators for your body, etc. Fork-horned helmet. What is that? Not sure. So I think that about wraps it up for the shopping area. Not really seeing anything that I want. We don't really need to check out these liquids just yet, because I don't have the money for them, even if there was something that I could buy. So I think we'll go ahead and grab the quest for Bela. Go do that. If you see my other videos, you know how it goes. I'll give a really quick... Oh, what was that? 46 damage from the Resonance Miner Mark III. Okay, so this thing is planting bombs. I think that's why everyone was fighting. But yeah, if in case you haven't seen the other videos, or if you're just following along, you can go talk to this, basically centaur over here. Well, they're more like deerkin, I guess. They're like deer centaur. And they give you a quest to go to this little like place in the flower fields. And it turns into like a whodunit mystery. Let me just show you where that's at real quick. Yep, see this little village right here? That's Bela. You can use the Yonder Cane to teleport there, but I'd rather save it. Of course, we're lost. I'll be back once we're not. Okay, so it literally took us like 10 minutes to get our bearings back. Just like spamming zones. So we're finally at Bela. And basically, the premise for this quest is that an artifact from the village has been stolen. And you have to figure out who stole it. The quest line will lead you through a bunch of different options, as well as give you a lot of evidence towards who stole it. Now, how you answer, actually, regardless of the evidence, will change what happens to this village in the future. I'm not going to give you any spoilers what happens, because I think you should play through it yourself, because it's a pretty well-designed quest, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the premise. One quick note, don't auto-explore this area before you talk to all the people you need to talk to. Because you can accidentally pick up some evidence before you need to pick it up. And might lock you out of some of the options for the quest, unfortunately. Now, I don't know if that's still true today, but it definitely was true the last time we did a playthrough. So just a little note. So I'm going to go ahead and do this quest. You know, if you're following along, or if you're just playing on your own, you know, do it. It's a great quest, and you get some pretty decent rewards. So see you once it's done. Quick note to answer our previous question about can you use recipes without investing into the cooking line? No, you cannot. So we probably should have waited to buy those recipes, but I'm still glad we got them. So I accidentally fell down a shaft in the middle of the forest, and we are now stuck in a little forest dungeon. Not really anything interesting so far, just some salt hoppers. But I wanted to point out, if you see any walls like this that are green, they're made of plant matter, and you can actually break through them. And the way that you go about doing that is you can just, well, you can just look at it and attack. Yeah, and so it'll break. Sometimes there'll be cool things inside. In this case, it was just a spider. It is what it is. But just a little note in case you ever come across them yourself. Sometimes they can hold really cool things. Okay, we've been stuck in this little dungeon for so long that we actually hit level 13. So I think I'm gonna give up on trying to get out of here and just use my chopper recoiler. Let's do that now. Oops. Go all the way down. Lord, we've gathered a lot of food down here. Well, at least we don't have to worry about going hungry. Yep, and so you'll just use this. You'll activate it. Oh, I can't recoil with hostiles nearby. And there's an exploding thing. Let's just smack it. I don't care. Alright. Now let's try this. Okay. And now we wait. I think. Did it work? Maybe not. Maybe because I'm stuck in this dungeon? Or was the cell dead, or what? Yeah, it doesn't have enough charge now. Maybe it just takes longer than... No, it just didn't work. Okay. Well, guess we're stuck down here. Let's go ahead and use our level up. And we will buy a new mutation. Let's hope we get something good. Phasing, force bubble, and confusion. Force bubble's pretty good. It's very defensive. Phasing is another defensive. None of these is really what we're looking for, to be honest. I guess we'll take phasing. Bummer. And let's see, where's charge? We need 150. Okay, let's save up for that. That's a pretty good offensive tool. Alright, well, I go back to trying to figure out how to get out of here. See you all in a bit. Okay, so I really don't want to use admin commands, but I did find a stairs down. So I think, why don't we explore further down? Maybe we could find a different recoiler, maybe some charge packs for the Joppa one. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna start making my way further down and just kind of see what happens. Have a little bit of an adventure, you know? We're only 2 strata deep, so not that spooky. Although, I would be kind of curious to see how this character holds up against things that are more spooky. As you can see, we really just don't do much damage at all, because our weapons are relatively weak, and our strength bonus isn't that great. Oh, but phasing's pretty cool. You want to see it real quick? Let's phase through this tree. See, you can just walk straight through things. Fun way to get around the map or explore. Sometimes you can get stuck. Make sure that you're not still phasing whenever you are inside a wall. Okay. So those little evil things, I hate these things. They actually, whenever they hit you, they make you thirsty. So if you get like surrounded by them, you can run out of water real quick. Luckily, we were not surrounded by them. Alright, back to exploring. I'll be back. Okay, so we discovered a 3rd stairway down. Still haven't found any stairway ups at all. Minus the one that we came down. So, further down we go. And the further we go, the better loot we'll start finding, and the scarier the monsters will get. It doesn't look like there's anything too exciting here. Okay, we just hit level 14. I'm gonna stick this mutation point into regeneration. So I just thought this was cool. You can kind of see, like, as you start to go deeper, you find more interesting variants of monsters. Like here's a Snapjaw Howler, right? Basically an upgraded Snapjaw, and you can see she's wearing a carbide plate armor and plastifier gloves. Which are some things that we'd really like. And she's applied a Hulk Honey tonic to herself, so we're gonna back away till that stops going. In fact, we may go up the stairs just so we can pick off these centipedes, because our health is a little low, and these things do hit pretty hard. Okay. And maybe even the centipedes may have killed her, I'm not sure. Let's take a look around, or she may have just backed off. I'm pretty sure that they're a friendly faction to each other. Okay, yeah. So, let's back up. Again. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned it, but I am using the mod Always XP. I don't like losing XP as you level. Like once you hit a certain level threshold, you stop getting experience from some types of monsters. I think it's the game's way of encouraging you to like go into deeper places, explore more dangerous areas, but it's just not the way I personally like to play. And also it gets kind of annoying, like killing thousands of things without any reward. And I'm also using Clever Girl, which is like a companion add-on to make a lot of quality of life easier. So if we ever did get a companion, you know, you can give them mutations and things. Pretty sure I used it in my old series as well. Alright. So I feel like we have enough HP to fight. But we'll see. Ooh, that hits pretty hard. I might throw this poison gas grenade. And I'm okay with sitting in it, because I have relatively good poison resistance. Now we'll just keep an eye on our HP. And let's take a look at their status. Wounded. And poisoned. There we go. So, let's upgrade a lot of our equipment. This carbide armor is pretty sweet. 5 armor value, but minus 5 dodge value as well. We may even take this plastifier jerkin, because it gives plus 8 to all of your resistances, which in my opinion is a little bit better than 5 armor value and losing 5 dodge value. So I'll probably take this, and these plastifier gloves also give plus 5 to all resistances, so some pretty nice upgrades, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and drop what I don't need, and I'll let you know if I find something else cool. We're also gonna go ahead and grab charge, because we have 170 skill points. Another cool enemy that I think is pretty interesting, these spear fiends, another type of Snapjaw. They have these poison tip spears, which aren't that scary to us, because we just got poison resistance, but to a character who doesn't have it, they can stack up pretty fast and scary. I noticed she's also wearing a two-handed carbide battle axe, so we'll probably grab that and just use that two-handed until we can find some nice one-handed axes and maces. And in fact, let's go ahead and demonstrate our new charge ability. I think we need to back up one more space, and then we will press D, and this actually will give us +1 to penetration when we hit. You can see it, we dazed, knocked her back. And there we go. Charge is a really nice tool for taking down ranged enemies. Let's pick up these spears. Could be useful for us even. We probably won't use them right now. We'd like to buy throwing so that we have a better chance to hit. I don't really want to waste turns on throwing spears when I could use my rifle and shoot 3 bullets per round. At least until we get some more accuracy. So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. Oh, and just in case you wanted to see the weapon, it does die 8 plus 1 damage, so guaranteed 2 up to 9, and we get a strength cap bonus of 4, as well as armor cleave, right? It has a pretty decent penetration value of 7, so we go through 7 armor. So it's a pretty big upgrade and a lot more damage than what we were doing. Unfortunately, we don't have any axe skills on the tree, but that's just the way it goes. Wasn't really expecting to fall into this dungeon, and I certainly wasn't expecting to be stuck down here for literally the last 45 minutes. But that's okay. That's Qud Revisted. It's fun to just go along with things and see what happens. Also, you can see that we are in a subterranean desert canyon strata now. I would not have went this deep if I was still in the flower strata. I just kept going south because I remembered where we were on the map. In fact, if you press M inside of here, what I'm doing now, you can't open the map inside of a strata. So try to remember where you are, and say like you're in the middle of the flower fields. You probably would never go down at this kind of level of character because there's some really terrifying things down there. But that's just something you pick up with experience. So let's keep on exploring. I was tempted to phase through this wall. Oh, it's G now. Never mind. Okay, let's go back up before we get stuck. That was spooky. Make sure you keep in mind exactly how many turns you have when you... I'm missing one... No, phasing's not a mental mutation, is it? Pretty sure it's 7 turns. I mean, I'm not pretty sure. I'm definitely sure. So if we go to phasing... Yeah, at level 1 it's 7 turns. So keep that in mind. Let's back up. Come on, bear. Am I hitting it? Oh, I'm fighting with my fist for some reason. Oh, no wonder. I didn't equip the thing. I was wondering why we weren't doing any damage. Don't do that. Make sure you pay more attention to the combat log than I have been doing. There we go. And before, I probably would have ran from those turtles, because they have incredible armor. But with this axe, you just kind of go right through it. Carbide tools are really great. And relatively inexpensive compared to some of the items you can get. Okay, let's try to phase again. 1, 2, there we go. Aw. Alright, let's wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me show you what happens. Ta-da! Let's eat. Whip up the mill. Let's wait another 40 turns. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're stuck. And I died. Ta-da! Yep, like I said, you always need to be aware of your phasing timer. I still needed the Steam achievement for that. And to be honest, I was getting a little tired of playing the character. I want to play a different one that I have been thinking about lately. Sorry for the abrupt ending. It was just a split-second decision. But I will see you next time.